And turning now to the race for the White House, the GOP candidates continuing to trade jabs ahead of tomorrow night's debate on the Fox Business Network. Fox News senior national correspondent John Roberts is live for us from Charleston, South Carolina with the preview. Good morning, John.
Abby, good morning to you. You know, this debate comes as voters in Iowa, New Hampshire, and South Carolina are really thinking about who to vote for, and more than half of voters say they could still change their mind, so everybody wants to make a good impression tomorrow night. Here's the way that it will line up on stage. Donald Trump, again, will be center stage, flanked by Ted Cruz and Marco Rubio, who's now back up in the top three with Ben Carson fading. No Carly Fiorina or Rand Paul. They did not make the cut for the main event. Rand Paul says he's not going to take part at all, even in the undercard. New York Times poll still has Donald Trump with a big lead nationally, but the numbers in Iowa and New Hampshire are much tighter. So Trump now going hard against Ted Cruz over questions whether Cruz is eligible to be president because he was born in Canada.
Is he allowed to run for president? If he wins, is he allowed to do it? I said, I really don't know, because he was born in Canada. He was actually a citizen of Canada until 15 months ago, which a lot of people don't understand. And that's a big problem. That's a real problem.
Cruz, who has painstakingly avoided attacking Trump, had to start punching back, slamming Trump for citing the opinion of Harvard Law professor Lawrence Tribe on the eligibility issue.
It's more than a little strange to see Donald relying on as authoritative a liberal left-wing judicial activist Harvard Law professor who is a huge Hillary supporter. It starts to make you think, gosh, why are Hillary's strongest supporters backing Donald Trump?
The Cruz-Trump feud aside, candidates were all up late last night criticizing President Obama's State of the Union address. Here's some of the tweets they put out. Ted Cruz, quote, tonight's speech less about a State of the Union and more about a state of denial. Donald Trump, the Iran deal is terrible. Why didn't we get the uranium stockpile? It was sent to Russia. Of course, there was never any discussion of it coming to the United States. And Ben Carson, President Obama should be talking less about global warming and more about how we can defeat ISIS and protect the homeland. The president gets a break tomorrow night because I would imagine, Abby, that most of the Republican candidates are going to be after each other on the debate stage because this one's for almost all the marbles.
I would imagine that. We will all be watching. John Roberts, thanks so much for that.